This video is a response to Dusted's repeated situations where his arm movement does not align with how Gorilla Tag physics work. I'm asking anyone to blindly believe me. I'm asking you to watch the footage, listen to the explanations given, or decide whether it makes sense or not. Across multiple clips, Dusted appears to gain pull or momentum while fully airborne. There's no visible contact with the ground during these moments. In Gorilla Tag, movement is entirely physics-based. Momentum is generated by hand contact. Without contact, there's no force. This is not a visual preference or an option. This is how the game is designed. Camera settings do not create movement. They only change how the movement looks. Dusted explained it by saying the pull comes from the other hand combined with lock roll, high FOV, smoothing, and near clip. The definition of these camera settings are: lock roll affects camera rotation, high FOV affects the wide screen look, the smoothing affects how motion is visually interpolated, near clip affects what the camera can see close to the player. None of these settings can generate force, momentum, or physics. At best, these settings can make movement appear different. They do not explain gaining pull while airborne. The claim is the second hand is making contact but is not visible because of the near clip. Near clip can hide visuals. Near clip does not explain force being applied without a visible, reproducible contact point. If a hand is generating pull, that pull should be still shown consistent movement behavior that can be replicated. Invisible contact is not an explanation, it's an assumption. Dusted has also stated that he rec rooms, meaning he physically turns in one way, rotating differently in-game. He also stated that he playspace abuses. These techniques can create unusual looking movement, but they do not bypass the core requirement of Gorilla Tag movement: hand contact. Unnatural movement is still bound to physics. Thus it plays out a valve index at 144 Hz. Refresh rate does not affect smoothments and input frequency. This does not add new movement capabilities. It does not create pull. On December 27, 2025, this entire interaction was recorded. During that recording, Dusted was asked to perform either in-game checks or deep check. His response was that he would rather do neither. He also stated that he would not play well at the time after being asked to do checks. Later information revealed that he was using an Acer Windows mixed reality headset that reportedly failed 5 out of 15 in-game checks. The explanation was given was bad tracking. Tracking issues can happen, but repeated failing physics-based checks while others can pass them consistently raises the question. Completely my fault. Didn't know he was on an Acer headset. That was my fault. It sounded like he was on an Acer laptop instead, but does not change the fact that he can still not pass checks on that headset. Another explanation Dusted said was sharp turns cannot be done for pull mod checks because they disconnect his valve. According to this claim, doing sharp turns forces him to unplug and replug his cables to continue playing. This explanation conveniently removes another widely used verification method. Dusted also has claimed that his valve index tether is fried. That is normal. I don't have anything against that, but you say it comes as clout farming, which is not clout farming at all. Clout farming means intentionally seeking out engagement with popular people or hot topics. This does not correlate with a valve index being fried. All I said was that was an excuse for you to not do it. There is a known hill check used by narxxy to identify pull mods, speed boosts, or PSAs. Dusted claimed he could pass this on Zyber's pull mod. However, multiple players, including myself, have failed this check using every pull mod available, including Zyber's. That directly contradicts how this check behaves for others. When asked to do checks later, the response was maybe later, with the response stretched out. The following day, a Discord message stated that he had only responded for extra watch time, and I quote, "Please accuse me more so I can farm and get a few cents off YouTube because I'm poor." After that message, there was no response regarding checks. When it came to doing deep checks, Dusted stated that he had personal files on his computer. This is completely valid. However, he later stated that in his Bepinex and plugins folder that there was a hardware ID locked folder. Private development plods do not require HUD locking. HUD locking is typically used to prevent inspection or sharing. In a later video that I posted, Dusted claimed that he never rejected in-game checks. He stated that he would rather not. In practice, choosing not to do checks while in question is still refusal, especially when multiple alternatives were offered. There was a soundboard clip containing a racial slur bound to a key. This is not directly related to cheating, however, it's a reflect judgment of behavior during these interactions. I am stating the explanations do not match the game's physics, verification methods were avoided, past checks were failed, and multiple statements contradict each other. If this movement is legitimate, it should be reproducible under checks. Transparency would resolve this immediately. I am not encouraging harassment, reports, or attacks. This video exists so people can critically evaluate what they are seeing. If Justice wants to respond, the response should address the physics and checks, not the criticism. The footage, the statements, and the timeline speak for themselves. Again, I do not condone any harassment towards Dusted. This is just an exposing video. By the way, this is not made by narxxy. This is made by It's Risky on YouTube. All claims go to me. He has helped me with this video as well. I have edited it fully. This is never him posting it. I'm allowing him to post this on his channel to get reached out to more people. If you have any questions regarding these statements, please let me know and I will try to respond. Thank you.